Jeff just replaced the float in this tank, and so now we're waiting for it to fill up and just shut off. The heater's on now. Figured out the circuit breakers that were in the work shed there. You can see that float coming up, closing that water valve off. I think we'll have a winner here. At Automatic Waters, the brand name is Broughton, and they're made in Iowa. You can see that float coming up and shutting that valve off. And that'll help keep all this area right around the water from turning into a big mud mess. Bonnie was worried about that, and I understand why. But I think we caught it in time, so it won't get all mushy out here. This will all sink down and dry out. Still filling up. There you go. It's looking good. That's what it's supposed to do. We got the heater on about halfway, Jeff?
Yep.
About halfway. It's about where it was. A lot of algae in there. But you got a good valve now. Float shuts it off. No leaking.
It's dripping a little. I mean, it shouldn't drip like that, but I mean, they're not perfect.
Yeah. Well, what we had before in that previous valve was cracked, or there was no O-ring installed either.
Well, you could shut the water off real quick, and then have a little drain plug here. You can drain the pan with, scrub the pan out.
Right.
And then rinse it.
Right.
A drain plug.
Right.
See, you and I have just made this thing 10 times better in about 5 minutes.
Yeah. This will be a commercial for the next guy that wants to make $1 million. Do a better mousetrap.
Exactly.
I don't think that amount of, I think we're going to get where the water will not just continually overflow the top. Don't you agree? Now we're at that point where it's...
Well, it'll sit there and drip, but if the horses are drinking,
yeah,
you know.
Right. Whereas before it was basically just flowing out of there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, that will eventually, and I can adjust it.
Can you adjust that float so we get the maximum pressure on that valve? He's trying to bring it up.
Plus the unit's not level anymore. Concrete block is falling to one side.
Right, right. Yeah, when it was first installed, everything was just perfect, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Okay, there it's full.
I mean, it's completely off. It just drips a little bit.
Yeah.
But that won't cause it to, especially if the horses are drinking,
right.
It'll have to fall quite a ways before it kicks back on.
A couple drips.
I just hate all that algae crap. I wish that was, you know.
Yeah.
Of course, the sun's dying down, and that'll turn to brown, and then it'll
stop growing.
Yeah.
As we get
it'll sit there and just drip like that until the pressure pushes that float ball up high enough.
Right.
Now, if this float ball has a pinhole in it and it fills up with water, we have an issue. So these are going to, we're going to need to find out who makes these.
Yeah.
And where to, and you pull this right up on the computer and order as many as you want. You know. Still, you'll have to shut the well completely down to replace them, which sucks.
Yeah.
So if you can open up that little panel, shut off a little valve, you know, even if even the plug-in should have a switch in there.
Yep.
Switch that off. Now you've got no power to the heater.
Right.
So if you drain the pan, you don't burn the heater out.
Right.
I mean, there's all kinds of.
Yep.
I gotta see if this thing kicks on. Yeah. You had it shutting off about 1 inch from the top or so.
Yep. That's where you'd want it. You don't want it to be digging into it to get the water.
Will just keep dripping until it puts enough pressure on that float ball to stop it. So
right.
I don't know. It's old crap. What can we say?
Yep. But it's a big improvement and should stop all this swamp area here.
Yeah, we get the
Got it under control. Good job.